Bună ziua, stimați telespectatori DCNewsTV, stimați cititori DCNews. E un efort conjugat al platformelor noastre, fiindcă avem un oaspete cu totul și cu totul deosebit, în așa fel că interviul este transmis și pe DefenseRomania și pe Știri Diaspora. Astăzi, în studioul nostru, excelența sa, ambasadorul extraordinar și plenipotențiar al Italiei la București, domnul Alfredo Durante Mangoni. Bine ați venit, excelența voastră, în studiourile DCNews.
Bine, mulțumesc. Bună ziua, buongiorno.
Buongiorno. Alături de mine, redactorul șef adjunct de la DefenseRomania, domnul Ciprian Dumitrache. Bună ziua, Ciprian. Mulțumesc că te-ai alăturat acestui interviu. Your Excellency, my colleague speaks Italian. I don't speak Italian. I need to learn, but I know some Italian, but not enough to have an interview with you. Your Excellency, thank you for accepting the interview you gave us. We know 2nd of June is the National Day of Italy, which is a very important moment, both for Italians, but also for many Romanians. Sir, I would like to start the interview by talking a little bit about the strategical partnership and the very tight relationships between Romania and Italy. And I just want to mention the support, excellent support, Italy gave to Romania at the beginning of the years 2000 through the accession of Romania into NATO and EU. Silvio Berlusconi was one of the Italian Prime Minister, who supported heavily Romanians' aspirations for united Europe and NATO as well. But also the same thing happened after Călin Popescu-Tăriceanu has visited Italy in 2007. And again, Italy gave us a huge support. We were members of the EU in January 1st, 2007. And since then, Italy was always in favor of Romania. I don't want to mention that many Romanians in the 90s already started to go to Italy, and many Italians came to Romania. It's two sister countries, Your Excellency.
Absolutely, I agree. We have nurtured throughout more than 25 years a consolidated strategic partnership, which, by the way, has been the first strategic partnership concluded by Romania with a Western country. Italy and Romania enjoy very strong bonds in the field of language, of culture, of social and people-to-people contacts. And on top of this, we have built an extraordinary political dialogue and a very strong industrial and economic partnership through many Italian investments in Romania. You made correctly reference to the personal engagement and commitment of then Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi with regard to the partnership with Romania. Berlusconi co-chaired two intergovernmental summits with Prime Ministers Tăriceanu and later Prime Minister Boc.
Yes.
But I would like to say also our current government, chaired by Giorgia Meloni, has politically invested on the strategic partnership with Romania. We had last year the third intergovernmental summit in Rome, co-chaired by the two prime ministers, and they both adopted the joint political declaration on the development of this strategic partnership with other 6 ministers by each side. Several technical memoranda, agreements and letters of intent have been signed or concluded. We gathered 200 businessmen in the Economic Forum Italy-Romania. And another expression of the strong political dialogue has been last year the visit in late June of the President of the Italian Republic, Sergio Mattarella, to Romania and also to the Republic of Moldova. I believe that the two countries are well placed to further cooperate and express synergies now at the European level. Given our strong cultural, social bonds and the robust manufacturing base, we are well placed to develop synergies at European Union level in order to produce European public goods, common goods. I refer to the strategic autonomy, to energy security, to resilience, to cybersecurity, all what we need to further strengthen our common family, European Union, and of course NATO, the Atlantic Alliance. Italy has always been accompanying Romania. You recalled the support for the adhesion to the European Union and NATO. I would also like to recall our support to entering the Schengen area, and nowadays also to accompany Romania through exchange of experiences and best practices to join the OECD, the club of the advanced economies at global level.
There are any problems between the political relations between Romania and Italy, or let's put it like this, has ever been in the last 35 years problems between the two countries? How come that things went so smooth, as a matter of fact?
Things went so smooth because we share parts of our respective identity. We are similar to you, you are similar to us. There have been some also difficult moments or crises almost 20 years ago when some members of the diaspora committed some heinous crimes, and this caused a very strong reaction by the Italian public opinion. At the time, Berlusconi, Tariciano worked together, met in order to solve these difficulties, and I would like to say that today the Romanian community in Italy is perfectly integrated. It is considered a best practice of integration. They offer a great contribution to the growth of the Italian economy, and their rights have also been recognized, how to preserve the identity, the language. I would like to recall a recent agreement that has been concluded between the government and the Romanian Orthodox dioceses in Italy, an agreement coherent with our constitution that gives the possibility to the Orthodox dioceses in Italy to ensure the religious faith and the expression of
we have to talk about this because we have almost 1 million Romanians in Italy, and mostly of them, they use the Catholic churches in Italy for the masses. Don't disturb by that.
No, the Orthodox Romanian Orthodox Church is present, is active, and its activity, its role is now legally recognized and endorsed also through a specific agreement with the Italian government according to the provisions of the Italian constitution that discipline the faith, the religious affairs.
Ciprian?
Yeah, I think that with the new president of Romania, we have a new direction. We shifted direction towards a Romanian community in Europe. For example, he stated that we need to focus on Romanian language in schools, to learn Romanian language for Romanian diaspora.
Yes, I think this matter can be further discussed and explored at the level of the competent ministries of education. I know that in some Italian cities, urban centers, where large Romanian communities live and work, there is already the possibility to learn Romanian in the schools, but these agreements should be further explored and examined and also consolidated in different regions of Italy.
Sir, it happens that you are one of the best informed ambassadors, Western ambassador in Bucharest, due to the very important Italian community which lives in Romania. At the beginning of the 90s, I remember that for our younger viewers and readers, Italian members, Italian people came to Romania, especially in the west, to Arad, to Timișoara, and started the first companies, almost the first private companies in Romania, especially in the agriculture, but also in many other fields. In the meantime, we have tens of thousands of Italian companies with Italian capital in Romania in all kinds of fields, from high technology to agriculture, high-level agriculture. How do they manage with the Romanian administration and Romanian justice? I'm sure you are in good contacts with those people through the Chamber of Commerce, Italian, Romanian, and so far.
And not only, of course.
Not
yes.
only.
Romania has represented for Italian entrepreneurs, for Italian business, a true success story since they came first in the regions you mentioned, Timișoara, Arad, and the western part of Romania. At the time, it was especially, I would say, low added value manufacturing, looking for cheap labor costs. This was the reality of 30 and more years ago. Now, the pattern of Italian business has evolved significantly, has changed. We have to continue to pay attention to those companies active in the manufacturing area, which need to be accompanied in order to let their business models evolve and not just focus on cheap labor costs. But we are also increasingly requested to give attention to large groups, multinational groups that have invested since mid-2000 in Romania in key areas for the development and modernization of Romanian economy, like the steel, production of steel, like energy, nuclear, or now the gas, with the extraction of gas in the Black Sea.
Italy is involved in extraction gas in the Black Sea?
The most important Italian company, Saipem, for the gas extraction and production of offshore gas deposits, Saipem won the tender by OMV Petrom. It's 1.6 billion euro. So the operational part of the project is entrusted to Italian expertise, technology, and know-how. And this happens in different fields. Now we have several significant investments, not only in the western part of the country, but throughout the whole of Romania, in almost all business areas, by companies of all sizes. And this is very significant because we are
lots of investments in infrastructures in Romania.
Motorways,
the bridge in Galați,
Brăila,
in Galați,
Brăila Bridge, exactly.
Yes.
It's the consortium of companies, majority stakeholder Italian companies. Infrastructures is key, energy, and more and more companies are attracted now by search for talents, because we want to invest in new technologies, innovation, and of course Romania now offers a more educated workforce with new skills, new qualifications, and we are investing a lot also in the Italian business in order to grasp also these growth opportunities. This is an effort, an endeavor of the embassy, of the other institutions of Sistema Italia in Romania, the ICE, Agenzia ICE, Trade Promotion Section of the embassy, the Italian Chamber of Commerce for Romania, and Confindustria Romanian chapter. So it's a kind of azione di sistema, we say, systematic action inspired by the political guidance and directives of our Deputy Prime Minister, Foreign Minister Antonio Tajani, who is pushing all the embassies, and especially the embassies in countries like Romania, to develop growth diplomacy. We have also promoted some economic diplomacy or public diplomacy events focused on nurturing training and skills of workers. Another event on impact investing through, for example, the role of sport. Sport is an extraordinary lever for economic growth and social inclusion. That's why we want to work in all aspects, 360 degrees, to accompany our two manufacturing systems, our industrial systems, our two societies towards sustainable and inclusive growth.
I see. Sir, Italian cuisine become very popular in Romania. And we have many cases, many, all over the country, in Bucharest, in Cluj, in Constanța, in Iași. Romanians and even Italians, Romanians who used to work 20 years in Italy, they're almost Italians or fully Italians.
Yes.
They come back to Romania and open restaurants. Are you using often Italian restaurants in Bucharest just to feel a little bit like home?
Yes, I go quite often. Yesterday evening I was dining at an Italian restaurant near Piazza Alba Iulia, and I know many Italian restaurants. I don't want to mention one in particular because it would not be fair, but I recommend also to consult the selection that is made by the Italian Chamber of Commerce that on the annual basis gives some awards to the genuine, authentic Italian restaurants throughout the country. We have some.
This is good information. We have to watch that.
Check on the website of the
check on the website
Chamber
and
of
publish the best decorated Italian restaurants.
Yes.
In.
Yes.
We'll talk about the culture project, but Your Excellency, we have a strategic, and you mentioned, and very good you mentioned it, we had the first, and it's normal to be the first, strategical partnership between Romania and a Western country. It was Italy, it was normal to be like that. Do you focus any special goals in this strategical partnership, in this very new world we are facing those days? Very new world. New Europe, new United States, new threats from China and Russia and North Korea and Iran. And do you have any special objectives between Romania and Italy those days?
I think that also the cultural dimension, which is very strong, and our cultural collaboration should help us in recognizing, better understanding and recognizes what are the pillars of our family, of our community, European community, Euro-Atlantic community. So which values and which principles should guide our civic life, our business, and our social relations. We have tried to explore not only the classical aspects of the traditional Romanian-Italian relations going back to the Roman Empire, to to Trajan, to the deep heritage that unites us, but also to explore more recent, more contemporary aspects. I would like to mention the important exhibition that the embassy, the Italian Cultural Center, organized a year ago at the National Museum of Art of Romania, dedicated to Ileana Sonnabend, a Romanian-born gallerist who was committed in promoting on the global markets the Italian arte povera. We wanted to rediscover Ileana Sonnabend, who married an Italian citizen here in Bucharest, and of course the music, the cinema, design are all dimensions of our cultural offer to the Romanian public. I believe to participate in the projections of the Italian Film Festival or the Italian Design Day on the occasion of the recent Romanian Design Week can give, offer a glimpse of what Italy is and wishes to be, to become also in the future. For example, through the design we presented ways of promoting accessible and inclusive design, or the Italian movies that open a window about the current trends in the Italian life, in Italian society, in Italian families. I think it's very important to keep alive the exchange of experiences among our two countries and two peoples.
And those things happens because we have almost 1 million Romanian citizens living now in Italy. And I don't know, probably you have 100,000 Italians living now in Romania.
I think a bit less, for sure, much more than the number that is the outcome of our consular register
Yes.
archives.
Because
but,
it's new Europe. You don't need to register. You
yes,
just pick up the
free circulation.
pick up the plane or the car and you
Yes.
just come. There
Yes.
is not even control.
There are many Italian citizens that, not necessarily entrepreneurs, who moved to Romania and stay here for good and enjoy the tranquil places and the life also in the countryside or in the main city centers.
And you have more than 1 million Romanians visiting Italy every year,
including me.
including Ciprian. It's
I know that in terms of tourism, Italy now has some favorite destinations for Romanian tourists. We are very glad that Romanians may discover not only the great cities or città d'arte like Florence, Venice,
Yes.
Rome, but also enjoy lifestyle and fashion in Milan, or the tiny villages in Puglia or Sardinia or
Sicilia.
Sicily.
It's,
Yes, yes.
You make a bridge now in Sicily.
It's a long time project. We are talking about this project since probably 30 more years now, and the government is determined to start the operation.
It's not a small project. Anyway.
It's a huge project. It's a continental project on the axis of the Trans-European Corridor 1, going from Berlin to Palermo. So it will be strategic also, a connection between the rest of Italy and Sicily.
Sir, there is a project in Europe now, Ciprian knows more about that, about Rearm Europe.
Yeah, indeed. Italy has a wide toolbox of soft power, but it has also a very huge industry. And the military industry defense sector is very developed in Italy. In the context of this plan of Europe, Rearm Europe, Readiness 2030, what are the objectives of Italy, and in which way can Italian companies could help Romanian industry of defense?
Yes, thank you for the question. I would like to make a premise through two considerations. First of all, Italy is committed in supporting the protection of Romania through the air policing mission. We are currently conducting the task force air based in MK base near Constanza.
Now Italy is
Now
did
it has a mission
Yes,
of air
yes,
policing
we
for
have
4 months.
180 Aeronautica Militare Italiana staff and
I see.
4 Eurofighters patrolling the Romanian airspace until the end of July. We are convinced that the excellent level of our defense cooperation should continue to grow through the defense policy dialogue, the exchange of experiences in terms of training also, and improve interoperability among armed forces, and of course the industrial cooperation. In Italy we have 2 main players that are Leonardo and Fincantieri, 2 champions on the global markets, defense global markets, but they are also fueling and sustaining small and medium-sized businesses and companies.
Very important.
Very important. A network of companies working for these 2 players, and Italy is one of the few countries that have to offer products and services in all defense domains: land, sea, air, cyber, and space. Especially in space, our industry is growing very fast, and we would like to make our economic partnership evolve. It's a kind of natural need, natural necessity, natural development towards the defense industry cooperation, because we have to cooperate for the security of Europe, and from drones to naval assets to the F-35 that Romania has decided to procure.
Italy is the only European country which has the factory of production of F-35.
Yes, we are among the 3 NATO members having F-35 in the 2 versions, the A and B, with the vertical takeoff. Just Italy, US and UK have these 2 kind of F-35. In Lombardia, in northwestern Italy, we have this factory which is dedicated to final assembly and checkout of F-35 for a number of countries, members of the Atlantic Alliance, of course.
Yes, Romania also bought F-35.
And
it's coming in a
so
few years.
in the future, I think Romania could take advantage of this facility and also make the training of pilots and not go to the United States, which is much more costly, expensive, and I think we can offer also this important platform.
And you have also an important transfer of technology in Fincantieri shipyards.
Exactly.
In Brăila and Tulcea, I guess.
Exactly. Fincantieri, yes, through a Norwegian company called Vard, manages 2 important shipyards that are now focused on civilian commercial shipbuilding, but can be very easily turned into a military navy, and there are now discussions between the 2 governments in this regard.
I don't know if you can announce before it happens, but do you prepare any special military projects, industrial military projects between Italy and Romania, having these advantages given by the Brussels those days?
We are accompanying, assisting the dialogue between the two defense ministry headquarters in order to identify specific projects related to the naval assets or to the drones or other platforms. We are very much now committed in the development of missile systems, the same that we
Yes.
gave to Ukraine for its self-defense. And in this regard, I would like also to recall that early July, Italy will host in Rome the 4th Ukraine Reconstruction Conference Summit at the level of heads of state and government. And we expect that the new president of Romania may attend, may participate, and also on that occasion have the first official talks and meetings with the Italian president and the Italian prime minister.
So you are announcing a potential meeting between Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni and President Nicușor Dan
It will depend on the respective agendas.
in July.
The 10th and 11th of July, Italy will host this important Ukraine Reconstruction Conference. There are joint invitations by President Zelensky and the Italian Prime Minister Meloni, and we expect that the Romanian authorities at the highest level may attend and also have talks
That's
on that occasion.
Very good news to have this, Your Excellency, these high-level meetings. New common sessions of governments, I know you had before. The two governments, they make a common session for the public, we explain, and that shows the brotherhood relationships between the two countries. The two governments, they make a common session, if I may say like that.
Exactly, common session. We had last year in February the 3rd common session, and we now should work to the 4th edition, to the 4th session.
With no matter what government we shall have in Romania, because but Italy is also well known for having many governments in a very short period of time. It's not abnormal to the Latin people, I may say about that.
I would like to make an observation to your comment, which I fully share. When last year the two prime ministers met in Rome, despite their different political affiliations at European level, the understanding, the mutual understanding, the consensus was very high. And they recognized also publicly, they acknowledged that they agreed on almost all issues on the agenda.
We speak almost the same language.
Yes.
It's normal.
And another confirmation of that came when the President of the Republic, the head of state Mattarella, visited Romania last year in June, 8 years after his previous visit, and he noticed after the talks with the President of Romania, after 8 years, we share the same, the common views that we had 8 years before. Even if the world has changed, there is a war in the neighboring Ukraine, and in this regard, let me also recall what President Mattarella observed. Now the accession process of Republic of Moldova to the European Union is not just a simple consequence of the war in Ukraine, but it's the consequence of the adhesion of Romania. It's the natural consequence.
That's
of
very
the adhesion
important
of
what you said,
Romania.
Your Excellency. You're also the Italian ambassador in the Republic of Moldova, is that right?
We have an embassy, yes, that was opened in late 2000
In Moldova.
in Chișinău. Yes.
And you work closely if I may say, because, well, we are three sisters countries in Europe, Italy, Romania, and the Republic of Moldova.
Exactly, and we have also a large Moldovan diaspora in Italy,
yes.
and I know that many of them
Romanian
are
citizens.
also Romanian passport holders.
Yes.
So
Anyway, the election process in Italy went very smooth, and I understand the Romanian authorities thank you for that again, because you offered open gates to the Romanian authorities for doing those section votes and whatever was necessary.
yes, and given the fact that there were the elections, the first round back in November, then the parliamentary elections, the 1st of December, and the new presidential elections. So the Romanian institutions, the Romanian embassy in Rome was very much solicited through agreements with the Italian local authorities, with comuni, with province. They were able to set up more than 900 stations, ballot
Italy.
stations throughout Italy. It has been a huge organizational effort. I would like to commend also the staff of the Romanian embassy in Rome, and the process went very, very smoothly.
Italy is also very well known for these medical and educational systems. Talking about education, do you still have scholarship for universities, change of students? We have those European programs that we all know very well, Erasmus and so far, but still, because of the cultural adaptability and sustainability of the two countries, those changes should be very important, I guess.
They are. We have some thousands of Italian students coming to Romania. They are enrolled in main Romanian universities in Bucharest, Politehnica, and also in Cluj, Timișoara.
Because they learn Romanian in a few months, right?
They learn Romanian, but the courses are in English.
Yes, I know.
Basically.
Then with the students, colleagues, their age, in a few months they speak perfect Romanian.
Yes, yes, sure. And we are now offering some fellowships. People interested can check our social media channels and website of the Italian Embassy. So we keep alive this exchange. We are also glad to note that the demand for Italian language courses is growing in different regions of Romania, according to what the Ministry of National Education told us. Italian language is the second most requested language by Romanian pupils.
Incredible. Italian is on the second place now?
Yes, yes.
Incredible. Anyway, we have almost
in some counties.
But we have almost 1 million Romanian citizens speaking more or less Italian through the fact they live in Italy. So it's a common language, more and more a common language.
Common language. And the Romanians in Italy are the best ambassadors of Italy to Romania.
We know that. We can confirm that looking at you, and we know your activity here in Romania. The culture programs for this summer, sir?
We are going to propose a concert late June by famous Italian singer Serena Autieri in order to celebrate the 2500th anniversary of the foundation of the city of Naples.
I see.
Naples is one of the most beautiful and important.
Vedi Napoli e poi muori.
Vedi Napoli e poi muori. And last week, the two governments have concluded an agreement, a joint declaration on the exchanged cultural year in 2026. So we are now preparing a calendar of events, of Romanian cultural activities in Italy and Italian events in Romania. This will be done in the next year. And the more closer to us, the festival Enescu in late August, September, we will have again the most prestigious Italian orchestras like Accademia di Santa Cecilia, Rome, Teatro La Scala, Milan, and other philharmonic orchestras coming to Bucharest.
Italy has also high level, very high level, almost same as Israel, medical care and medical pioneer, if I may say so. Would you are interested to develop these things in Romania? We have a very famous hospital in Monza, in Bucharest,
yes,
with Italian roots.
Ospedale Monza has Italian roots, not an Italian shareholder control or majority anymore, but there are some Italian professionals, specialists still working there, and we are happy to give the opportunity to experience the way of taking care of human health. You may know that back in the 80s, a group of Italian doctors, medical specialists, were the founders of the primary health care, which became famous worldwide and has been endorsed by the United Nations through the programs, through the agencies, UNICEF and WHO and so on. Looking at the human being in a holistic way and not just treating the disease, but looking at the overall well-being of the person, also through sober and healthy food habits,
yes,
which is very important.
Very important.
We are very much in favor
Italian
of preserving
very healthy.
food traditions and local foods through the recognition of quality, the geographical indication or protection. And I think also Romania has a good potential because you also have an important produce, agricultural produce, that must be further developed also through the food processing, but keeping the quality.
Wines. Italian investors are involved in wines in Romania.
Very much in vineyards. In terms of Romanian imports, we are witnessing an incredible growth of Prosecco. Prosecco has become so popular also in
Champagne,
Romania.
Romanian champagne.
Yeah.
Almost, yes,
Yeah.
it's happening. We're approaching of the end of our very good interview with Your Excellency. Do you have in mind maybe to attract more Italian investors in tourism in Romania? Because Italy is one of the top 3 countries in the world in what concerns the tourism. Well, Italy has 75% of the patrimony, cultural, humanitarian patrimony. It's in Italy. It's unbelievable, the percentage. But through your very rich culture and but having tourism in Romania at high level as in Italy, that might be important for both countries and for good business.
I think you are absolutely right. We can cooperate in promoting sustainable tourism, especially in the countryside. Romania also commands a lot of attractions, both natural and cultural attractions. I'm not simply referring to the UNESCO sites within the World Heritage. There we might help in assisting Romanian authorities to prepare the files in order to get the recognition at the UNESCO level. But I think we can cooperate in merging the exploitation of natural and artistic and cultural beauties. Both countries are very rich, and I have personally also enjoyed beautiful visits to beautiful places from Delta Dunăre to monasteries of Bukovina. I will visit again the monasteries next summer, to the fortified churches in Transylvania,
Yes.
Târgu Jiu, and many
Băltuș.
other places.
And many, the transportation is fine. There are hundreds of aircrafts weekly between Romania and Italy. It's unbelievable, I understand. From all the airports of Romania to all the airports in Italy.
Exactly, with many Romanian airports and an increasing number of Italian destinations, ranging from north to south to east and west, everywhere.
Your Excellency, thank you very much for the interview. We appreciate it. We congratulate you for the National Day of Italy, which is almost the National Day of Romania as well. Romanians will celebrate as well this on the 2nd of June. Mulțumesc foarte mult, Ciprian Dumitrache. Stimați telespectatori, a fost excelența sa, ambasadorul extraordinar și plenipotențial al Italiei în România, domnul Alfredo Durante Mangoni. Un interviu de excepție. Vă rog să-l urmăriți cu atenție și să citiți știrile pe care le vom avea din acest interviu. Once again, Your Excellency, multă grație.
Grazie, mulțumesc, la revedere.
Thank you.